Have you ever looked in the mirror and felt like your bob haircut just isn't doing you any favors anymore? Maybe it feels heavy around the sides, flat at the top, or somehow just makes your face look tired and drawn. It's not that the cut is bad. It might even be exactly what you asked for. But the way you're styling it, that could be where the problem starts. You see, a bob is one of the most flattering and timeless cuts out there, but it's also surprisingly easy to get wrong, especially if you don't know how to bring out its best angles. What if I told you that with just a few simple tweaks, you could take your everyday bob from bulky and blah to lifted, polished and face slimming, no scissors needed? In this video, I'm going to show you 5 little-known styling techniques that can completely transform your bob haircut. They're easy, beginner-friendly, and they work whether you have thick hair, fine hair, or even soft waves. And the best part? These tricks can help your cut last longer between salon visits, saving you time, money, and frustration. So, if your bob is starting to lose its shape, or you've been wondering why it looks better on other people than on you, stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to style your bob to flatter your face, lift your features, and give your whole look that youthful, elegant finish. Let's get started with the first secret. And before we dive in, make sure you subscribe so you never miss more helpful videos like this. Number 1. Parting. The way you part your hair might seem like a small detail, but it can completely change how your face looks, how balanced your features appear, and even how confident you feel when you step out into the world. Many women don't realize that as we age, our hair naturally changes direction, thickness, and texture, and the same part we relied on in our 30s or 40s may suddenly start making our face look harsher, flatter, or older without us understanding why. The truth is, your part is like a frame around your face, and the right direction can lift, soften, and brighten your entire appearance, while the wrong one can pull everything downward. You might have days where you look in the mirror and think, why does my hair look lifeless today? Or why does my face look heavier on one side? When nothing about your haircut has changed, it's often just the placement of your part. A deep side part can add volume and drama, but on some women it can also drag the features down, make the jawline look heavier, or expose thinning on one side. A middle part can create balance and symmetry, but it can also highlight lines, widen the face, or make the hair appear flat if the texture has lost its thickness. Even a soft, slightly off-center part can make a difference by gently opening the face without making it look too sharp or too round. What matters most is understanding how your hair naturally wants to fall, and how your face shape has changed over time. Sometimes your hair may start splitting in a different direction because of thinning at the crown or because the texture has become softer or finer, and forcing it into an old part can make your style look stiff or unnatural. When you choose a part that works with your current hair, instead of the hair you had 10 or 20 years ago, everything suddenly feels easier. Your hair sits better, styles hold longer, and your face looks more open and refreshed. It can even bring back a sense of lightness you didn't realize you were missing. Try gently experimenting in front of the mirror. Shift your part a little to the left or right, try a soft zigzag to add fullness, or let your hair fall where it naturally wants to separate. Notice how even a small change can make your eyes look brighter, your cheekbones more defined, or your overall expression more relaxed. You may be surprised at how much calmer and more confident you feel when your hair finally frames your face in a way that truly suits you today. At this stage in life, you deserve a hairstyle that respects the woman you've become, strong, experienced, and beautifully evolving, and sometimes the simple act of adjusting your part is all it takes to reconnect with that version of yourself. Number 2. The nape. The nape of your neck might seem like a small, quiet detail, but it has a powerful influence on how your bob looks and how it makes you feel every time you catch your reflection. As we get older, the nape becomes an even more important area because the skin here can soften, lose firmness, or form gentle folds, and the wrong cut can accidentally draw attention to things you'd rather not highlight. When the back of a bob is cut too high, too sharp, or too stacked, it creates a harsh line that exposes the nape in a way that can feel uncomfortable or unflattering. Almost like your haircut is revealing more than you intended. Many women don't realize why their bob suddenly looks off, why it feels too severe, or why they feel less confident wearing it. And often the answer is simply the nape area being cut without sensitivity to how the neck changes over time. A more forgiving, slightly elongated, softly tapered nape can instantly make you feel more graceful, balanced, and secure because it gives your haircut gentle movement instead of a rigid edge. It also creates a natural drape that visually lengthens the neck and gives the appearance of smoother, softer skin without trying too hard. The goal is never to hide who you are, it's to support your natural elegance so your haircut feels like it belongs to you right now, not to the woman you were 20 years ago. When a hairstylist shapes the nape with care, using subtle layers instead of heavy graduation, your bob starts to flow instead of cut across your features, and this shift brings back a sense of ease that so many women miss. It's amazing how something as small as the nape can change the entire mood of a hairstyle. Suddenly your haircut feels lighter, more flattering, and more in harmony with the way your face and neck have evolved. Choosing the right nape length can even affect your posture and confidence. You stand a little taller, feel a little more polished, and no longer worry about the back of your hair looking too exposed or too sharp. It becomes a part of your style that supports you, rather than something you have to constantly adjust or think about. So if your bob hasn't felt right lately, if it feels too strict, too revealing, or too edgy for your current style, the solution might be as simple as softening the nape. A gentle, modern approach here brings back the beauty of your bob, restores its balance, and helps you feel like your haircut is truly working for you again. Number 3. The back. When it comes to a bob haircut, the back is the part most women forget to pay attention to. Yet it is the very thing that decides whether your hairstyle looks fresh, balanced, and flattering or heavy, shapeless, and aging. The back of your hair is the area you never truly see, but the world sees it every day. And this is why its shape matters more than you think. As we get older, the hair at the back can become flatter, thinner, or lose its natural lift, which means a bob that once looked sharp can slowly start pulling your face downward, making your neck look shorter, or your shoulders wider. A beautifully shaped back, even if no one points it out, quietly supports your entire look, like the foundation of a house that you don't notice, but you feel the difference when it's not right. The right back shape adds movement, lightness, and structure, helping your profile look softer and more youthful without trying too hard. For many women, the moment their bob starts feeling off, the real issue is hidden at the back. Too much bulk at the bottom, not enough graduation, or haircut too blunt can make the style look heavy and stiff instead of graceful. A slightly layered or gently tapered back removes unnecessary weight and creates a natural lift that feels refreshing every time you turn your head. It allows the hair to fall smoothly around the neck, giving a clean, elegant outline that feels effortless rather than forced. And this is important emotionally too, because when you feel the back of your hair sitting right, the whole hairstyle feels easier to manage, more comfortable, and more aligned with who you are now. It becomes a small daily confidence boost, the quiet kind that reminds you that you still deserve to feel polished and put together. A soft curve at the back can even make your posture look better and bring a subtle sense of openness to your appearance. If your bob has been feeling dull, flat, or a little lifeless, adjusting the back may be the key you didn't know you needed. Your stylist can personalize the shape to your hair type. Thicker hair may need more debulking, finer hair might need gentle stacking, and straight hair may benefit from a smooth, rounded finish that keeps everything looking neat and intentional. The back is not just a haircut detail, it is the quiet heart of the bob, the part that carries the whole style and gives it life. When handled correctly, it brings back that sense of ease, grace, and lightness you want every morning when you look in the mirror. And the best part is, you don't need anything dramatic, just the right shape in the right place to make your whole look feel like you again. Number 4. The baseline. When you're over 60, one of the most powerful things you can do for your hair is understand your baseline. Your natural starting point that holds the truth about what will actually look good on you without forcing anything. The baseline is your real hair texture, your current density, the way your strands naturally fall, and the patterns your hair chooses all by itself. It's the root of your personal style, the part of you that has carried you through so many phases of life. And now it quietly guides you toward what will genuinely flatter your face instead of fighting against it. Many women reach a point where they feel frustrated because their hair doesn't behave the way it used to. Maybe it's thinner, maybe it's drier, maybe it has lost some volume, or maybe the front doesn't sit the way it did in their 40s. But the truth is, your baseline isn't a limitation. It's information. And once you understand it, styling becomes easier, lighter, and much more flattering. Your baseline helps you choose cuts that work with your texture instead of demanding too much maintenance. If your hair naturally lies flat, fighting for big volume every day only leads to stress and disappointment. But embracing your smooth baseline opens the door to soft, elegant shapes that fall beautifully with almost no effort. If you still have natural wave or curls, honoring that pattern gives you movement, grace, and a youthful softness without needing heat damage or heavy products. If your density has changed, knowing your baseline helps you avoid bulky, heavy styles that drag your features down, and instead choose cuts that create lift, shape, and openness around the face. The baseline also helps you understand length. Some women discover that longer hair thins out too much now, while others realize that short hair exposes areas they don't feel confident about. Neither is wrong. It's simply your hair telling you what it needs. When you listen, everything starts to fall into place. Even the color you choose becomes easier once you know your baseline. Lighter shades may add dimension to finer textures, while deeper tones might give strength and richness to soft, airy strands. Your baseline also reflects who you are emotionally, your lifestyle, your energy, your preferences. If you're someone who doesn't enjoy spending 20 minutes styling your hair every morning, then your baseline is your compass, reminding you to choose simplicity that still looks polished. And if you love experimenting, your baseline helps you know what's safe to play with without overwhelming the natural balance of your hair. At this stage in life, honoring your baseline is less about rules and more about understanding yourself. You've lived enough to know that forcing something never works. Not in life, not in relationships, and not in hair. When you embrace your baseline, your hair becomes a reflection of acceptance, wisdom, and quiet confidence. It becomes easier to manage, easier to style, and easier to love, because it finally feels like it belongs to you again. The final secret. The final secret is understanding that style after 60 is not about changing everything you wear, but about recognizing which small choices quietly shape how polished, balanced, and intentional you appear in daily life. Many women spend years trying to figure out why certain outfits look better on some days than others, even though the clothes, accessories, and colors remain mostly the same. The truth is that one subtle factor plays a much bigger role than people realize. Harmony. Harmony means every element of your look works together without competing, distracting, or pushing in different directions. It is the reason a simple outfit suddenly looks refined, or why a basic hairstyle appears lifted and soft. At this stage in life, harmony shows up through clean lines, comfortable shapes, soft color transitions, and gentle proportions that let your natural presence stand out. When you choose accessories that do not overpower your neckline, when your hairstyle frames your features instead of hiding them, when your clothing has a little structure but not stiffness, and when your colors sit close to your skin tone instead of fighting it, everything starts to feel smoother and more aligned. The final secret is learning to see these quiet details, because they change how an outfit sits on you, how your features appear in natural light, and how your overall look comes together without effort. It is not about avoiding trends or sticking to rules. It is about noticing what already suits you and repeating it with confidence. Once you understand what brings harmony to your appearance, getting dressed becomes much easier. You do not waste time debating between too many accessories, too many prints, or too many bold add-ons. You begin selecting items that make sense together. Lighter earrings when your neckline is detailed, softer hair texture when your outfit is structured, smoother fabrics when your accessories have shape, and gentle colors when your hairstyle has dimension. These choices create a balanced visual flow from your hair to your shoulders, from your face to your outfit, and from your accessories to your overall silhouette. The final secret also helps you let go of habits that no longer serve you, like keeping accessories that feel heavy, colors that look dull, or hairstyles that add unnecessary width. You start picking pieces that feel right the moment you put them on, because they match who you are now, not who you were 20 years ago. When you understand harmony, you also notice that you do not need much to look put together. A clean neckline, a well-chosen pair of earrings, a soft modern hairstyle, and colors that brighten your skin do more work than any trend ever could. This quiet clarity becomes your advantage. It brings ease into your routine, confidence into your choices, and a sense of consistency that shows in every outfit without extra effort. That is the final secret. Seeing the small things that make a big difference, and allowing your natural presence to guide your style. Conclusion. When you reach this stage of life, you start to realize that style is no longer about following trends, impressing others, or trying to look younger than your age. It becomes something deeper, something more personal, something that reflects who you truly are inside. That's why choosing the right accessories, hairstyles, colors, or overall look matters so much after 60. It's not about rules, but about honoring your comfort, your confidence, and your sense of identity. The things that served you beautifully in your 40s or 50s may not feel right anymore, and that's okay. It simply means you are growing into a more refined, intentional version of yourself. This is the moment to step back and ask, what actually makes me feel good? Not what should a woman my age wear? Because the truth is, real beauty after 60 comes from clarity and choice. It comes from knowing what enhances your natural features instead of overwhelming them. It comes from choosing pieces that feel light, balanced, and flattering rather than heavy or distracting. It comes from simplifying in a way that brings out the grace you've earned through a lifetime of experiences. This is why being thoughtful with your styling decisions matters so much. You're not just putting together an outfit, you're shaping how you carry yourself every day. When you avoid accessories or styles that add unnecessary weight or take attention away from your face, you allow your presence to shine. When you choose softer tones, cleaner shapes, or more refined elements, you let your natural beauty speak without being buried under layers. And when you embrace change instead of resisting it, you give yourself permission to evolve with confidence rather than feeling stuck in the past. The goal is not to look younger. It's to look like you, but fresh, polished, and fully aligned with the woman you've become. So as you move forward, think of your style as a gentle conversation between who you were and who you are now. Let your choices reflect ease instead of effort. Let them express confidence instead of comparison. And most importantly, let them bring you joy. Because at this stage of life, joy is the most flattering accessory you can wear. Every woman deserves to feel beautiful, seen, and comfortable in her skin. And simplifying your style is one small, powerful way to reclaim that feeling. This isn't about perfection. It's about honesty. It's about choosing what truly supports your beauty instead of hiding it. So trust your instincts, honor your individuality, and allow yourself to shine in a way that feels natural, graceful, and timeless, because you've earned every bit of it. Thank you for watching Timeless Wisdom Path. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe for more clear and practical style guides for women over 60. See you in the next video.